everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. We are taking it to the kitchen to make, you guessed it, ice cream. So I will be showing you how to make both vanilla and chocolate ice cream from home with super simple ingredients. So kids, be sure to ask your grown-up for help and for permission to use the kitchen utensils. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright everyone, so to get started I would recommend putting your mixer bowl in the fridge for a little while to get it nice and cold. That will help with our ice cream mixing process. So you're going to want to have a measuring cup, mine is a 1 cup, and you're going to want a 1.5 teaspoon measuring spoon. Cut open your condensed milk can with a can opener, but be super careful. I recommend asking a grown-up for help. Let's get started. So you're going to want to take your heavy cream. You'll get your mixer. I have a stand mixer, but if you have hand mixer, that's totally cool. So the trick to tell when it's done is that when you lift up your whisk, you are left with a stiff peak inside of your cream. All right, so next up, now that we have our stiff peaks in there, we're going to pour our condensed milk in there. I recommend chilling it. Let's see if we could move this out of the way. It might be easier to do it like this. I recommend chilling your condensed milk in the fridge for a bit before pouring it into your mix. So I had kept mine in the fridge overnight. Okay, get that all in there. Set our spoon aside. Next, we're going to take our 1/2 teaspoon measuring spoon and your vanilla extract. Close that bad boy up so you don't spill it. I recommend that. I tend to be a klutz. All right, so now we're just going to incorporate all of that together. Awesome. All right, so you're gonna wanna make sure to scrape down the sides. So see how I still have a little bit of condensed milk on the side there? Just gonna scrape that down. Give this a nice couple of whirls. Spin it around. All right, and now it's time to get our container. Make sure that it is freezer safe. You can usually tell if there is a snowflake on the bottom of the Tupperware. And now we're just gonna pour this guy in here. Awesome, and then, you know, for aesthetics, you can smooth it out once it's in your container. All right. So now what we're going to do, just to extra protect it from the freezer, you're going to want to get some saran wrap or cling wrap and put a piece over your Tupperware before you get the lid and close it up. Ugh. All right, now this is going to go into the freezer for about 6 hours. It might be best if you let it sit in there overnight, but we'll see how it turns out. So now we are going to make chocolate ice cream, which is my personal favorite. So we're going to start the same way we did with the vanilla ice cream. So your bowl is nice and chilled, you got all of your ingredients out. Whoop. Grab my half tablespoon from when I washed it. Okay, let's get started. Now, do you remember how we can tell if it's done? That's right, if we see some stiff peaks in there. Okay, so next we are going to put in our condensed milk like we did with our vanilla. There it goes. Okay. Break that off. All right. Now we take our vanilla just like we did with our vanilla ice cream. Okay, cap back on, because if you spill that, that's no bueno. All right, so now what makes this so different than the chocolate? So far it seems exactly the same, Miss Cecilia, what the heck? But hold on, you are going to add cocoa powder. Oh yeah. And then you're going to take 4 ounces or half a cup of chocolate chips. You're going to want to melt them slightly and allow them to cool. So like magic, here we have our ooey gooey melted chocolate. I heated this in the microwave for about 45 seconds total, but stirred it every 15 seconds or so. And then the trick is to let it cool off a little bit before you pour it into your ice cream mixture. If you go ahead and pour it right on in, you risk possibly curdling your heavy cream. You don't want that. So here we go. Let's get this in there. Oh, it looks so yummy. And start off on a low speed, otherwise your cocoa powder is going to go up into the air. So a low speed. Oh, hello chocolate. All over my hands. Let's wash our hands too while we're at it. So this has gotten pretty mixy. You can see some of our cream got caught in there, so we're just kind of going to jab at it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Down. Oh, it smells so chocolatey and good. So now I'm just going to hand mix it together to incorporate it a little bit more. Oh yeah, get a load of that, friends. That's some good stuff right there. Some yum, yum, yummy chocolate ice cream. So you'll notice that our base for our chocolate ice cream was exactly the same as our vanilla ice cream recipe. So what you can do, friends, is if you're not a huge fan of vanilla ice cream and you're not a huge fan of chocolate ice cream, you can make your own flavoring. So you're gonna make your base, just like we saw here in the video. And then you could add really whatever you like. You could play around with the different measurements until you get what tastes yummy, although I'm sure it's gonna taste yummy no matter what. There are no rules when it comes to ice cream except that you have to share. All right, that looks pretty well mixed to me. So we're gonna get our container. So we have our container. We made sure that it is freezer safe. We have our mixture for our ice cream. I hope that you all are making this along at home with me, because it would just be a crime if I were to smell this delicious goodness by myself. All right, get that in there. Yummy. Now what, do we remember? Cling wrap. Saran wrap that bad boy up. Ah. I did it so seamlessly the first time. Isn't that the way it goes? And then, ah. Cool. get our lid, put it on. All right, and now we put this guy in the freezer. He will stay in there for at least 6 hours, but I would recommend overnight, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, everyone, so it is the moment of truth. Let's see how our ice cream turned out. My friends, so we have our vanilla ice cream and our chocolate ice cream. Let's see how they turned out. I had left these in the freezer overnight. Ooh, that looks good. Can you see it? Oh, it looks so yummy and creamy. Let's see what our chocolate looks like. Ooh, look at that, friends. All right, I think we need to get a scoop of each. I think that's fair. So I'm gonna go in with the chocolate. Can you see how that's coming up? Look at that scoop. It's perfect. 1 scoop of chocolate and 1 scoop of vanilla. Look at that. All right. Oh, I need to get a spoon. All right, I'm back with my spoon. Let's see how these taste. Oh yeah, we did good. We did good. You see that, friends? It's good stuff. Big thumbs up from me.